Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3 of Short Messages with Miracle, and today's topic will be about love, and we'll be taking our leading verse from 1 Corinthians 13:13, and it reads, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love." As a Christian, I cannot stress how important it is that we show radical love to others and God. Because if you go around doing these good works for God, but you do not have love, your service to God is basically useless. Because the backbone of Christianity is love. That's what Christ preached. He preached love. So now we're going to get into what is love. Because a lot of people can get misconstrued and don't really understand how to love like Christ did or what love is. But thank God He has given us a cheat sheet in the Bible. According to 1 Corinthians 13:4-5, love is patient, it's kind and selfless. It has nothing to do with envy. It does not boast, neither does it keep records of any wrongs. So even according to this, if you have an enemy, you must show love to that enemy. Now that doesn't mean to be foolish or to go back to the person who wronged you, but that just means to show forgiveness, mercy, and love the same way that Christ showed forgiveness, mercy, and love unto us when we did not deserve it. Now, let's get into lust and love. What's that? Because I know that many Christians and many teens can get confused between what's lust and like what's love. I guess it's kind of like saying lust is basically asking, what can I gain from you? While love is basically asking, how can I care for you? How can I be selfless? Now let's get into how can we love others the way that Christ loved us. And to love others, we must first love Christ with all of our hearts. Because without Christ, we are unable to love others. Because Christ was the first to love us when He laid His life down on the cross, He made it easier for us to show radical love with others by giving us the Holy Spirit, which transforms us from within and gives us a tender heart towards other people. And He has also given us His teachings on how to walk and love like Him. Now let's read Matthew 22:37-39. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is to love your neighbor as yourself." Now notice how Jesus said that the first and greatest commandment was to love God. And then the second commandment was to love others. This just shows that we are incapable of loving others unless we love Christ first. So we have to love Christ before we can love others. Now, let's get into what does love do for you and for others around you. According to 1 Peter 4:8, it says that love covers a multitude of sins. So think about it like this. When you love somebody, you're not thinking about how you can intentionally hurt that person. When you love God, you're not thinking about how you can intentionally sin against God. Because God said that if you love me, you would keep my commandments. So if we love God, we would keep His commandments and have reverence for the Lord. And if we love others, we would have kindness for them, just like Christ did. And secondly, it draws people to Christ. When you love others, you're making your light show. And that is drawing people, that light is drawing people to the source. And now thirdly, it helps you walk in the perfect will of God. Part of the will of God is to love others. And it also helps you to obey Him and to walk in what He has in store for you. So, I hope that you were blessed with this message. Share, like, comment, whatever you want to say. I definitely want to read your comments. And yeah, have a blessed day.